Omae wa mo shinderu. Welcome back to Fist of the North Star.
Toki's in there. I'll go on ahead. You wait out here.
Very well. Please be careful.
I've heard a man named Toki is being kept here. Take me to him.
You want Toki? Like hell we're gonna take you to him. Do you have any idea where you are?
This is Cassandra! No one visits, no one leaves! The only thing waiting for you here is torture and death!
I'll say it again. Take me to Toki.
Persistent bastard!
Well, whatever. It's not like you'll live to see him.
What's that supposed to mean?
Anyone looking for Toki is to be killed on sight!
You want to see him? You can wait for him in hell!
All right then. I'll just let myself in.
So, there's a lot to talk about around Cassandra, but I guess one of the first things to talk about is why they came here looking for Toki in the first place in the actual series. There's this guy named Amoeba, and he's a self-proclaimed medical genius, but he used to work under Toki, and, well, eventually he started doing some unethical PowerPoint experiments trying to learn Hokuto Shinken, and when Toki disappeared, Amoeba decided, oh hey, well cool, I can just take over that business and do fine. So, Kenshiro and the gang go towards Amoeba's place to find out, hey, I heard Toki's here. Turns out it was this jerk, and, you know, they beat the crap out of him, as you do in the world of Hokuto Shinken. So then they find out later, oh yeah, it turns out Toki is in this place called Cassandra, some sort of prison. Which, you know, why you would kidnap a healer? Who knows, and put him in prison. Cassandra itself is a place founded by somebody called Keno. I don't remember if we've heard their names mentioned yet in the game. But Keno is Raoul, not to be confused with Kyoho, two different O's. Keno is the eldest brother of Hokuto Shinken, much as Toki is the second brother of Hokuto Shinken. The entire reason that this prison exists is to give Keno a way in to find all sorts of martial arts techniques, because at the end of the day, Hokuto Shinken's probably not good enough just for one man. Keno decides he needs to have the knowledge of all the martial arts.
Spine breaker! What? My body!
There's a lot of work that goes into finding Cassandra, and a lot more to the assault than we're going to see here. But there is one larger-than-life character we'll see.
He's not even human.
I was wondering what all the racket outside was. What business do you have here at Cassandra?
You're here? Weger, sir! Looks like it's the end of the line. You might think you're all that, but now that Weger's here, you got another thing coming!
Worthless dog. You've disappointed me. Now, I couldn't possibly imagine what brought you to my domain. But don't think for 1 second that I'd let you walk away from this place alive.
I've come here to meet somebody in your prison. You going to let me in?
You moron! Like I'd ever let you through. Cassandra is the perfect prison. None who pass through these doors leave this place alive. That is the legend of Cassandra. And that is the legend of Weger! You've made your last mistake coming here. Your death will be added to my legend in due time.
The choice is yours. but I suggest you let me pass.
So you don't fear the mighty Weger? I have always greatly enjoyed teaching the true meaning of fear to those idiots foolish enough to face me. Go, men! I don't care who he is! Nobody leaves here alive! He dies like all the rest!
Leave some for me.
So, Weger, the Mongolian warden of Cassandra, is a character pulled straight from the pages of Fist of the North Star. He's a large lad. And as you can see here, I think because I'm playing on hard, I'm actually starting to get out-leveled by the enemies that I'm running into. But you know, whatever, such is life. No big deal. It's just if you see me struggle a little bit, it could be because I don't have the skills I need to deal with the enemies at this point. I'll still manage. I mean, I have the mechanical skills. I just may not have the star orbs I need to do everything that I would like to do. Of course, all those skill orbs I got from Chogre from the DLC packs do help out quite a bit with giving me a lot of options to deal with enemies, especially in burst mode and everything else, so I will not complain about that. Really, one of the bigger things that's holding us back right now is star orbs, and the only way to get those is by leveling up.
I won't let you go!
Two-finger interception.
Take this! Take this!
Octo! Fist of penitence.
You've got 3 seconds left.
One of the options I want to go with is on the bottom left. It's a triple finisher counter, and I found that one of the skills under it is one of the more effective ways of dealing with boss fights, as long as they can be juggled. It's a pretty good way of getting them dazed pretty quickly for a secret technique usage. But hey, still working on it. Not there yet.
So you're not all talk. You wish to challenge the might of Cassandra, hmm? Very well. Come inside for a proper burial. Look around you. See these graves? That's what happens to those who dare to defy me. You'll soon join them, and then you can regret your foolish decision in hell.
There's nothing foolish about it.
That is because you've never known true fear. It's time for you to learn. But first, tell me your name. I need to know what to carve into your headstone.
Kenshiro.
What? Kenshiro? Of Hokuto Shinken? Then you must be here to...
I've come for Toki.
What? Toki? I forbid it! I have been strictly ordered to never let you see him. You won't come one step closer. I commend your courage, if nothing else.
Come at me.
So, Weger, as his name may indicate, is a member of that, the ethnic group in China, the Uyghurs, Muslims. He's also a large lad. In the anime and manga, he has a technique based on dual whips, but here mostly, he just, he gets by based on being huge. His signature technique is actually a charge, which I won't be seeing too much of. But if you get back to fighting him in the Coliseum later on, yeah, he charges an awful lot, and when he powers up, that charge homes in pretty well and goes for a long time. Of course, he's also pretty durable, so it's rather hard to break his block when he decides to bring it up.
Stone Mountain splitting slash!
There is a way to use other finishing moves on large enemies, but I don't have it yet. I'll have it pretty soon.
You can't run away from me anymore!
6 fingers. That's all I need to defeat you.
Take this! Charge of the Mongolian Conqueror! I'll cut you like a pig, here and now!
Mokto, steel shredding clench!
That right there is taken straight from the fight in the manga and the anime, and that'll be part of the supplemental viewing, is seeing exactly how it works out there. I'd recommend it. It's neat.
No! You mustn't reach Toki! I can't allow you to!
So you've come, Kenshiro.
Toki. Brother.
I've been waiting for you.
You've grown so thin, Toki.
I am still breathing, though.
Toki, listen to me. There's a man I want you to cure. He was hit with a strange technique. He needs you.
How soon can he be here?
He's waiting outside for us. I thought that you, of all people, might be able to heal him. Will you help me, brother?
I would do anything you asked of me. You should know. I would be more than happy to help you.
Incredible.
He'll be all right now. I've struck a pressure point that will stop his mind from deteriorating. Toki, can you identify the style Kyo-O used? Yes. It is called Meito Kieiken. Meito Kieiken. It is similar to Hokuto Shinken, as its techniques destroy from within. One's aura of might is focused in a blow to the head. The flow of chi targets the mind, not the body. I had heard that users of this style have long since vanished. Who exactly is this Kyo-O?
We're still not sure ourselves.
Is Jagre cured then? Yes. You needn't worry. He'll wake up soon enough.
He doesn't appear to be in pain. I believe he'll make a safe return.
Good. Are you all right, Toki? I'm prepared for death to come at any moment. You needn't worry about me. Toki, there's a city called Eden. It's a safe place with water and gasoline. You should come with us. Ken, I'm sorry, but that is something I cannot do. I intend to remain in Cassandra. Why? Because of Kenno, the King of Fists.
So it was Kenno who put you here.
You know this man, Rihaku?
Kenno, the self-proclaimed overlord of the apocalypse, is a tyrant that rules through fear. He built Cassandra to execute anyone who dared defy him. Weger was merely the warden.
Yes. And Kenno fears my meeting with Kenshiro more than anything else. Why would he fear us meeting? Because he is the first of the 4 Hokuto disciples, Rao. Rao? He's alive too? Yes. Rao the eldest, Toki the second, Jagi the third, and Kenshiro the youngest. Master Ryuken took us in, taught us the ways of Hokuto Shinken, and in the end, chose you to be his successor. The day you were chosen was the day his ambitions were set into motion.
Brothers! Why aren't you saying anything? If we don't speak up, Kenshiro is going to be the chosen successor! He's the youngest and the least experienced. Doesn't it piss you off that someone like him is taking the title? Don't you know what this means? Hokuto Shinken is only passed down to one successor! Only one! I know what happens to the rest of us. Those who aren't chosen are led to ruin! Yet you still say nothing?! Cowards! The both of you! No way! I'm not letting the youngest take the title of successor!
Master Ryuken has chosen poorly. This will mean the end of Hokuto Shinken.
Where are you going, Rao?
To the heavens!
What are you saying? That you plan to become a god?
I was born on this earth so that I might take everything with my own 2 hands.
Do you intend to make the whole world your enemy, Rao?
Of course I do. Nothing, not even God himself, will stand in my way. I'll crush anyone who dares oppose me. Farewell, Toki.
On that day, Rao became a man of fierce ambition, one that fears neither God nor man.
Then, the war began, and the world was remade in his image.
Rao named himself Kenno, and moved on to conquer the world through violence and fear. The only obstacle that remains is us, the last disciples. Rao feared the possibility that if the two of us met, we'd form a power even greater than his. That is why he held me prisoner. If Rao were to hear that I've accompanied you to Eden, he'd likely launch an all-out attack. If that happened, the whole city would be demolished, and we would both be killed.
That's why you need to stay here.
Yes. Hopefully it will buy some time. Until then, I'll teach you secret techniques you have not yet learned.
You'll teach me?
This will grant you the power to defeat Rao. A power that will allow you to protect those you hold dear.
Okay.
Since you became the successor, I've often thought about passing my techniques on to you. I suppose it's taken longer than I initially hoped.
Toki.
That's enough talk. Let us begin, Kenshiro. It's time I taught you my secret technique.
All right.
But before that, you'll need to understand the differences between our fists.
Differences?
We may both use Hokuto Shinken, but our essence is shown in how we wield our fists. Our essence is everything we hold within. Dispositions, emotions, philosophies. These can be seen in all styles. This will be much quicker if we let our fists do the talking. You always were a fast learner, after all. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is our inescapable
So let's talk a
fate.
little bit about Toki. Toki is, if nothing else in the Wasteland, probably the closest it has to a Jesus analog. I mean, look at the white hair and everything. But he's just genuinely a good person. On top of that, Toki is also incredibly strong. In terms of his effectiveness in Hokuto Shinken, like they've mentioned a few times, originally he was going to be the successor of Hokuto Shinken. But because of the radioactive fallout, well, maybe not so much anymore. That being the case, he's still incredibly strong. And even though Rao is poised out as one of the stronger people in the Wasteland, even while he's sick, Toki, if not for the sickness, Rao would be dead. It's worth mentioning that Rao and Toki are actually blood brothers, as well as fellow disciples. And Rao originally gave Toki the goal, or the job of, if Rao's ambition became too much, Toki should be the one to stop him. If you decide to wait here until Toki recovers from his coughing fit, you do get an achievement. So there's that. Toki's real strengths when it comes to Hokuto Shinken are not just the precision of his strikes, but also he's very good at aerial manipulation. Especially in a martial arts technique where people in midair are, well, defenseless, he can take some pretty good advantage of those situations.
Wing breaker!
Well done, Kenshiro.
Toki.
No need to be concerned. Were you able to feel the differences between our fists?
Yeah. Yours are quiet and cancel their opponent's power. They strike the moment the enemy is caught off guard.
That's right. Your aura of might is strong, but it burns with ferocity that is absent from mine. Your fists are like the waters of a raging stream, whereas mine are like that of a still pond.
A still pond.
Rao's fists are of the same nature as yours. A raging torrent.
Rao's fists are the same as mine.
When two streams collide, the stronger will always win. You and Rao will simply trade blows until one remains. Your chances of winning are slim, should you face him now. But if you gain a quiet fist, one that can consume even the most violent waters, you may stand a chance. You learning this ability from me is what Rao fears most.
So that's why.
Kenshiro, as sole successor of Hokuto Shinken, you cannot die. A victory against Rao means nothing if you're dead. You must live, and see this new age through. Use the technique I taught you to survive. Do you understand?
Got it.
This is our inescapable fate.
In addition to being an awesome older brother, Toki also serves as our, skills teacher for the game. There will be a few skills throughout the game that we can pick up as we go through the skill tree, but every time we hit a certain block point, we'll need to come back and talk to Toki, and a lot of these skills are very much worth knowing. The first skill unlocked is a parry. I will fully admit, I'm not very good at the parry. But you can see there, the entire top of the of this skill tree, all of these are Toki skills, and they are all the lock marks are Toki skills. They're all quite good. The parry, all you have to do is face an enemy with lock on, and when they attack, hit the block button. I will fully admit, I'm not very good at the parry. I will probably not use it, because I'll just continually screw it up. But if you can manage it, it is quite powerful. I just have a lot more luck with circling around an enemy after doing a few things. Your mileage may vary. I've seen some videos where people make great use of the parry, but you know, that's just not my life. I do pull it off at least once, so there's that.
It's not over yet. Effective channeling point.
You can see there, if you do manage to pull off the parry, it does leave a gigantic opening for you to take advantage of. So, you know, I can absolutely recommend it. It's just, it does not have as much utility, I'd say, as, for instance, the Tiger Drop from Yakuza, but it's still pretty good, especially since you don't have the opportunity to change fighting styles like you do in Yakuza 0 or anything. Still useful.
Effective channeling point.
Of course, fighting with Toki also gets some delicious experience points, which I will not complain about.
Yeah.
You only can use the parry move if Kenshiro is not in burst mode. And that's what they mean by if your fury is flowing freely. Yeah, that's what that means. But yeah, we have the top level of these skills unlocked, and as soon as I get to that next lock point and have an opportunity to do so, I do plan on coming back here. Because as I mentioned, the skills are pretty good. And I get a little screwed up here because to actually leave this portion, you have to go back and talk to Toki. And say, hey, we're done training, bye.
Yeah.
I believe it's back into the cutscene zone from here, but we'll make our way back to Eden next time. Until then, well, see you next time.
Oh, you two. Jagray is awake.
What? Jagray.
You're... Kenshiro. What happened to me?
Jagray, you were hit by Kyo-Oh's technique. You've been unconscious until now. Kenshiro was able to find you a cure.
What? Kenshiro saved me? Damn! I've sullied my name as Captain of the Watch. To think I owe my life to this punk of all people?
You're feeling all right now, then?
Huh? The hell do you care?
If he's that riled up already, he'll be just fine.
Huh.
We should head back to Eden, then.
Well, for what it's worth. Thanks, Ken.
What was that?
What? It was nothing! Come on, Kenshiro, get a move on!
I'll be going now. Toki.
Kenshiro. Come back whenever you wish. The stars. The 7 stars of Hokuto represent death. It would seem it's fate for Strife to follow him wherever he goes.